Number 94. Calculate the pH at the following points in a titration of 40 mils, which is 0.040 liters, of 0.100 molar barbituric acid solution. They tell us that the Ka value is 9.8 times 10 to the negative fifth, and we're titrating it with 0.100 molar of potassium hydroxide, which is KOH, and we're at the last letter of this question. Letter E, we're adding 41 mils of potassium hydroxide. Okay, so once again, I am pulling this chart from letter B out of this question. So just to go over it just real quick, potassium hydroxide, remember, that's one of your 6 strong bases. So we highlight that as 6 strong bases, or just a strong base in general. This barbituric acid, I've never heard of this before, other than, this number. So it's not one of my strong acids, it's a weak acid. And we just denoted it by just saying HA. So that's where this is coming from. The buffer acid, A stands for acid. This is the barbituric acid, HA. The strong base, and always the strong thing that you're titrating, whether it's a strong acid or strong base, that goes in the middle of this little, chart that we're going to be doing. This little, I guess it's a chart. It is a chart. Yeah. And then the buffer base, the conjugate of the acid, goes on this other side. We found out from letter B that we are starting with 0.004 moles of the barbituric acid. And the thing now that we just stated was that only moles are allowed in this little fighting ground battle. So the thing is that with every number or every letter, the amount of the strong base potassium hydroxide changes. So the starting amount is going to change. So let's just find out what the new starting amount of the potassium hydroxide is. Now remember, they gave us a molarity, they gave us a volume. So the general formula for molarity is molarity equals moles divided by liters. But if I have the molarity and I can't find out the liters, I can search for the moles to plug in here. So I'm just going to rearrange this formula. Moles equals molarity times liters. And this is for the base. So moles equals the molarity. They told us that we had a 0.100 molarity of the KOH times by the liters. Now I just have to convert the 41 mils into liters, but that's easy because you just divide by 1,000, or just take the decimal, move it over to the 3 spots to the left. So this would be 0.041 liters. And that's the number that goes over here, 0.041 liters. So if I just multiply those together, I get 0.041 moles of the KOH. And that's my starting amount over here. So 0.041. Now, just like all the other examples, they did not state that we had any of the conjugate, base of the barbituric acid. So I have to say that I have 0. And the colors here are very intentional. Blue stands for bases, and the red stands for the acids, because it will be easier when we discuss what's happening on this playing field. Now, the idea here is to see if the buffer solution can survive the addition of the strong base or the strong acid. In this case, it's the strong base. So how we're going to figure that out is always subtract by the strong base. So I'm going to just say, okay, the idea here is I want to get rid of all this strong base. And whatever the number is, that's going to, go into these 2 boxes, and I'm going to write them as blue because it's the base, the strong base that's coming in. From here, I'm just going to make a little line because it's basically just doing addition or subtraction, right? We're going to get rid of this. And let's just see. These are 2 blues together. I didn't start off with any base, but now I'm increasing the amount of base. So this would be additive. So if I just add those 2 together, 0.041. Now when I come over to this side, this is an actual battleground, right? I have some acid, trying to react with the base, the strong base. And what's going to happen is the higher number is going to prevail. But uh-oh now, I just realized that hold the phone. I just realized that I'm going back here and I didn't put my second 0. Did anybody catch that? Right? 0.1 times 0.041 is 2 zeros. But I caught it. And now I'm just going to include all those zeros. Did anybody catch that? But the idea is still the same. Probably were like screaming at your laptop or the computer. Christina! No. I got you guys. Always to catch your mistakes beforehand. And then, then you submit the answer. There we go. Okay, back to my little understanding here. There's a battleground between the acid and the base. Who is going to win? The higher number is going to win. But in essence, they're going to try to, beat each other out by subtraction. But if I subtract this, right, 0.004 minus 0.0041, you're going to get a negative number. It's going to be a negative, and 1 times 10 to the negative 4th. Now, the negative is just for math purposes. In chemistry, the negative doesn't really exist. What's happening is that, what is the higher number here? Why did I write this in blue? This is the higher number, which means that this is left over strong base. And once you have a negative, or if you have leftover strong base, you don't even have to move further. No Henderson-Hasselbalch. All you're worried about now is this number right here. All the leftover strong base. Because, remember, leftover strong base is going to have a way higher pH than if we just added the buffers together. So, if you have any leftover strong base, I don't care that we have any buffer, conjugate base, it's not going to make a dent into the pH. So now I know that at the end, I have a molarity of KOH that's 1 times 10 to the negative 4th molarity. Now, how do I go from this to a pH? Well, remember, KOH dissociates 100% into K plus and OH minus. And since there's only one OH in the whole KOH, it's a 1-to-1 mole ratio. So the OH minus concentration is 1 times 10 to the negative 4th. And now I have my hydroxide concentration. Now I just have to go from hydroxide to pH. Well, we've worked with this formula before, right? Kw equals H plus times OH minus. I can solve for the H plus because then I can use this formula, pH equals negative log of the H plus. So if I just divide by the OH minus, which we just found out, that's going to equal the H plus. And just to put it into perspective, the OH minus is the number that we just found out, 1 times 10 to the negative 4th. And the Kw, we're assuming that this is at room temp, so this is 1.0 times 10 to the negative 14th. So, let's figure it out. This is going to equal to the H plus concentration, 1.0 times 10 to the negative 14th, divided by 1 times 10 to the negative 4th. What's that H plus concentration? We're almost there. 1 times 10 to the negative 10th. Molarity. Okay, so now, actually, I'll leave it there. We'll take up this pH equation because we're coming down to it. And I can basically get rid of this. So now we found out that the H plus is 1 times 10 to the negative 10th. So all I have to do is just plug it in and find the pH. Oh my goodness. Negative log of 1 times 10 to the negative 10th. pH equals 10. And I guess we'll add like the 2 sig figs after. So 10.00 right on the nose. So very, 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 very basic. But do you see that with a little leftover strong base, it raised the pH so much. So even if we did find out like the little bit that's coming from this buffer, it's not going to make any difference. So this is the final pH. Very, very, very basic. That's the end for this lovely 5-part series for the titration. I really hope this helped. If you could do these problems, basically this chapter is good to go. All right? I know that there's one more question in the chapter, so hang tight if you want to do it with me. Thank you. And I will see you there. Okay? I hope you guys are having a great day. Keep studying hard. See you later. Bye-bye.